Hello dear students, myself Miss Vaishali Dekate. Welcome to my channel. I am teaching you subject maths in standard 8th. In this video, we will continue with our chapter number 2, parallel lines and transversal. We will solve questions from practice set 2.3. But before that, subscribe my channel by pressing subscribe. At right side, press the bell icon also to get my recent videos. Practice set 2.3. Draw a line L. Take point A outside the line. Through point A, draw a line parallel to line L. So basically we have to draw one line and we have to draw its parallel line through point A. Children, in this textbook, we have given two methods for drawing parallel line, drawing a parallel line to the given line through point outside the given line using set square. First method is using set square and second method is we can draw perpendicular and then we can draw a parallel line. So we will see both these methods and we will draw parallel line to this line L. So let us see, we will see both these methods. I have written the question as it is on my page and now we will be drawing line L first. So as I have told you, I will be showing you both the methods. So method 1 first. We have to draw any line L this is any line L and after that take a point A outside the line. We can take point A outside this line. You can take upside, downside, anywhere, but it should not be on the line. It should be outside the line. So I will be taking here point A. Okay, this is my point A. Now I will be drawing a parallel line passing through this point A. So first method is using a set square. So we will be using these two set squares and we will be drawing our parallel line. So first set square, we have to take this set square and we have to place this set square in such a way that the base of set square should coincide with line L and this height of set square should pass through point A. So let us see how I am placing this set square. As you all could see here, this side, the base side is matching with this line L and the height side is passing through point A. In this way we have to place this first set square. Now we will be placing the second set square in such a way that this one side should match with this height and the other side should pass or it should go through point A in this way so that we can draw a line passing through point A using this second set square. So we have to place the set squares in this way. Two set square we have to place in this way. Okay, here in textbook it is shown like this. We can place in this way also. The base should match with this line and the height should pass through point A and other set square can be placed in this way Okay, so that we can draw a horizontal line passing through this point A with the help of this second set square. In this way also you can place this set square. So here it is shown in the diagram. So I will be placing my set square in this way. Just observe how I am placing. And now what I will do, I will be drawing a line by using this second set square in this way. Okay, so as we have drawn one line passing through point A, we can extend on the other side in this way. Okay, and this is a line parallel to line L which passes through point A. Okay, so in this way we can draw a parallel line whose distance is constant from first point till last point. So this is first method by which we have drawn a line parallel to line L which passes through point A, which is outside the line L. Now let us see the second method. Here I will be writing line M parallel line L. Now let us see second method, method 2. Again we will be drawing one line L okay, we will take any point A outside the line. Here I can take this point A, and then we will have to draw a perpendicular from this point A. So what I will do, I will place my protractor in such a way that this 90-degree ray should pass through this point A. We can, as it is transparent, we can see that this 90-degree ray is passing through point A or not. So here I am placing this protractor in such a way that my 90-degree ray should pass through point A. So as you all can see, it is passing through point A. Here I will be plotting a point which is of 90-degree angle, and in this way I will draw a perpendicular which passes through this point A. So this is a perpendicular. Now one more perpendicular I will be drawing from other point. This may be point B. Okay, now here I will be taking point C, and from this point C one more perpendicular I will draw. At 90-degree angle, one more perpendicular I am going to draw. Okay, now measure this distance BA with the help of scale. Okay, as this is 3.5, we can take here one point which is at 3.5 from point C. Either you can use this ruler or you can use your compass or rounder for measuring this distance. So I will be measuring this distance AB. This much distance is AB. I will be drawing an arc on this ray, so I can plot another point which is at equal distance as AB. Okay, AB and this distance should be equal. This may be point D, and as now we have got this point A and D at equal distance from this line L, we can draw a line passing through this point A and D. And this way we can draw a parallel line, line M, which is passing through point A, which is outside line L. So in this way, by second method we can draw a parallel line. First method we have used set square. Second method we have drawn perpendiculars and then we have drawn the parallel line. Here we can write line M parallel line L. Now question number 2, draw a line L, take a point T outside the line. Through point T, draw a line parallel to line L. Exactly same that of first question. First and second question are same because we have to take a point T outside the line and we have to draw a parallel line passing through this point T. So it is exactly same. Again we will be drawing the diagram using both the methods. So first method we will write here method 1. Then we are going to draw line L, any line L. Okay, so this is my line L. I will take any point T outside this line. This is my point T, and now I will be placing my set square in such a way that this base should match with line L and the height should pass through point T. So in this way I have to place my first set square, and second set square I will be placing in such a way that one side should match with height of first set square and other side should pass through point T, so that I can draw a horizontal line which passes through point T. So in this way I have placed both this my set square, and now I will be drawing a line. Now as I have drawn a small segment, I can extend this from the other side of point T. As it is line, we all know line can be extended on both the sides, limitless. So here in this way I have drawn a line M which passes through point T, and point T is outside this line L. So this is first method. Now let us see the second method. Here we will be writing line M parallel line T, and we can write, if you want you can write, and line M passes through point T, which is outside line T, outside the line L. Okay, so in this way we have drawn by using first method. Now let us use second method and draw a line parallel to line M. So this is second method, method 2. So first we have to draw any line L. Okay, then outside this line L we have to take one point T here. We will be using our protractor in such a way that this 90-degree ray should pass through my point T. You can use protractor also, you can use set square also to draw a perpendicular, because this is perpendicular, this is right angle triangle, so this side, these two sides are perpendicular to each other. So you can use this set square also to draw your perpendicular ray. I will be using my protractor only, so that my ray will be perfect. So here I have plotted a point which is of 90-degree angle, and now I will be drawing a ray which passes through point T and which is of 90-degree, which is perpendicular on line L. So this is my perpendicular. I can write any name, maybe S, S, T. Now I will be taking one more point P, and I will be drawing perpendicular from this point P, 90-degree angle. We have to plot a point at the ray of 90 degree. I will be drawing one more perpendicular. Now either by using my ruler, I will be measuring this distance ST. This is again 3.5. So I will be plotting another point which is at 3.5 distance from point P on this ray. Otherwise I will be using my rounder. It is when we use this rounder, we get exact location of the point. So that's why I'm using this rounder. So we will be taking this distance ST in the rounder. See children, I have taken this distance ST in my rounder, exact distance. So now from point T, I can plot a point in such a way that by drawing arc, okay, I have drawn the arc. I have got this point here. Maybe this point is Q. This ST and PQ distance is equal. It is same. And now I can draw a line which passes through this point T and point Q. And which is parallel to line L. So in this way also we can draw two parallel lines. Line M is parallel to line L. So both the methods we have to draw. Now let us see this third sum. Draw line M. Draw line N which is parallel to line M at distance 4 cm from it. Now the distance is given which is at 4 cm. Okay, the distance between these two parallel line is 4 cm. In previous two sums the distance was not given. Instead of that we have given that there is a point outside the line and we have to draw a line passing through those two points. In the first sum it was point A, in the second sum it was point T. But now point is not given. Instead of that the distance between two parallel lines is given. So for drawing this type of parallel line there is one method only, single method. We have to draw perpendiculars from that particular distance and then we can draw a parallel line. So let us see, this is the second method. This is the method, one and only one method which is given in the textbook, which we will be using for solving this third question. So solution. First we will be drawing line. Draw line M. In this way, first we have drawn line M. Then we have to draw line N which is at 4 cm distance from this line M. So how to draw 4 cm distance? We will be drawing perpendicular by using our protractor. So I will be drawing perpendicular. So I have to plot a point at 90 degree angle. Okay, at 90 degree exactly. And then I will be drawing a ray. This is a ray of 90 degree. This may be any point A. I will be taking point B here. Now, as the line is at 4 cm distance, I will be plotting a point at 4 cm by using my scale and compass. So I will be taking 4 cm distance in this way. Okay, exactly 4 cm as you all can see here. And then I will be drawing an arc from this point A, and here I have got a point which is at 4 cm from point A. This may be P. Okay, point P. Now from this point B also I will be drawing perpendicular to line L. Okay, in this way I have to plot a point at 90 degree angle and then I will be drawing a perpendicular. These points are only important for drawing the ray of 90 degree, otherwise they are not that much important, so don't make these points very dark. Now I will be plotting a point at the distance of 4 centimeter. This AP distance is 4 centimeter. So similarly from B also we have to take one point which is at 4 centimeter. So in this way I have to draw arc, and then I can get a point which is at 4 centimeter. So this is also 4 centimeter distance, and this is also 4 centimeter distance. And this way we have drawn two perpendiculars on line M, and we have plotted 2 points on these two perpendiculars which is at 4 centimeter distance from this line M. Now I will be drawing a line passing through point P and point Q, which will be parallel to line M. So let us draw a line passes through point P and point Q, and this is line N, and in this way line M and line N are parallel to each other, and distance between these two lines is 4 centimeter. Line N parallel to line M, and distance between two parallel lines is 4 centimeter. So in this way, when the distance is given, we can draw parallel lines. So 2.3, all sums are over.
Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.